maybe action. Hey guys, welcome to the patio. It is T, and it's the middle of the week. Boy, I can't wait till this week is over. Don't know about you guys, but you know we got quite a bit of things going on in the news. Trump is indicted again. That dude may serve like 1,000 years in prison. We got the Maui wildfires. Uncle Joe has sent relief. I don't know if you guys heard about that or not, but he sent some relief to Maui.
A bunch of it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in detail. And look, there are rats the size of Crocs in the streets of New York City. We'll talk about that a little more in a little bit. But first of all, Father Fortenberry, how are you on this fine midweek
am doing
hump day show?
Well, I mean, man, you know, work's killing me, but it's getting close to the weekend and getting close to our draft day golf tournament.
That's true. That is
close.
true. And it's getting close to us determining draft order. I don't even know if we'll be able to fit it in tonight. We didn't put anything out warning people we were going to, but we'll see what happens after this. Let's see here. There's DW over in the corner. Hogo has been replaced by a Memphis State hat, which also, it says Memphis State is actually fits in just like Hogo. It doesn't exist.
I got too much.
That's right.
I got too much hair in my hat. My head got hot.
He's
same
rubbing
issue.
it in, didn't he? Yeah.
I guess, yeah, you rubbing it in.
Jamie, if you had enough hair on your head as you do on your chinny chin.
I didn't know what he was going to say, Jamie.
And then we got Marty Marr over here. He talked more in the last episode than he probably
Boy,
has.
he did.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, look, he tied his record.
Look, he got Gary's.
I'm doing good.
Do Gary's limp wrist wave again. And Gary is traveling the world due to softball. He's out. I guess he's not playing softball.
So WSG means what's good, boys?
Weak sauce boy.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not Sam said, what's good, boys? Hey, what's going on, guys? So, look, Donald Trump is in the news again. No one's surprised. This guy's been indicted by the state of Georgia for, what did he even do this time?
Nothing.
Well,
not nothing.
They said he did, but by claiming that he won the election. So they're actually bringing RICO charges against he and 19 of his attorneys, or they're calling them associates, which include
they're a gang.
Rudy, yes, and Donald Trump is the head of the gang, and Rudy Giuliani is involved in this. And Rudy Giuliani came out. He said, I invented RICO. He said, I was the first to ever implement RICO against the mafia of New York City, and now they're bringing them up on RICO charges. They actually went in and they got a subpoena to look at all of Donald Trump's tweets, his draft tweets, his direct messages, all of that stuff.
All he has to do bleaches his server like Hillary.
That's right. Just destroy it all.
It's too late. I guess he didn't know.
It over. There's no repercussions.
I guess he didn't know. It must be too late.
Delete it.
Delete it all. But look, this man's going to serve like 800 years in jail. Now, here's the real kicker to all of this. The way they're setting up all four of these indictment cases, one starts like January 2nd, and they last until at least the middle of July.
Just perfect timing. It's hard to go out and campaign when you're indicted, right?
And the judge has already said that he's a flight risk, so he won't be able to travel. He won't be able to go around the U.S. campaigning. Look, we're in the days of the Banana Republic, folks. This is the type of things revolutions are made out of.
I've heard several people say this, and it's a really good point. You look back at the Civil War, and I don't want to start talking about Civil War, but at what point do you consider the Civil War been a Civil War? Like, was John Brown's raid on Kansas part of the Civil War?
I heard Tim Cass talking about it.
Yeah,
it was Tim Pool talking about it. He said, they didn't know the Civil War started until after the Civil War started.
Yeah.
And it was years later they decided that it had started. So what would be the start of a revolution? Is it the day
what was it, the rise of 2020? Was that?
That's actually, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, we could be living in the days, but we don't know it because it's not all out conflict.
Was it the riots of 2020? Was it the Seattle riots? Was it the?
You talking about Seattle riots back?
At least it's back.
Back in the 90s. I mean, very well could be. I mean, at what point do we consider ourselves in a Civil War era?
I guess when we start having picnics and shooting muskets at each other.
I guess.
That's what we ought to do. Just go back to muskets.
You line up man. They used to just line up like hundreds
across
wide,
a field,
hundreds deep, and just
take turns shooting at each other
back and forth.
I'm sorry, folks. I would hope I'd have more sense than do that back then.
Look, me and you are big targets.
It'd be like.
Well, then it's not just musket; it's cannons. You got a
Can
cannonball.
you imagine the first person that had the crazy idea to not stand there?
Yeah, he's like, guys, I don't think we should do that. They're like, what are you talking about? We've always done it this way.
Yeah, he's reading the Art of War that says move.
We could do a Monty Python like that. We would be like the first guy from the Civil War that decided that it was a bad idea to take tactics from the Revolutionary War, or even far back from Europe, where they just had swords and those type of things.
Well, hell, even World War I, they had attack times. It was a standard time that everybody attacked.
The movie The Patriot's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
And, when they go kind of guerrilla and rogue because they can't fight the appropriate way and win, and they know it, they're, like, considered non-gentlemen and all of this,
You talking about the modern version of Braveheart? It's like,
essentially, yeah.
It's the same guy.
It's a new Braveheart.
Great movie. Great movie.
Actually, all those movies are great.
They are. I do like that. That scene where he's in after they kill his son and he's in the woods, just single-handedly destroying an entire column.
So where does this end up? Where do we end up with all this?
I mean, knee-jerk reaction is we're marching towards a armed conflict between rival groups.
But they're locking everybody up that has a rival point of view.
They're just going to keep cheating and winning and trying to take more and more rights as they go. And as they take them, eventually they're going to take more than we've realized they've taken, and we're going to be in a bad situation.
Yeah, and Donnie's right. They'll continue to slowly take.
At a time.
They'll take a little at a time, and then at some point we'll look and say, look how much freedom we've given up.
Yeah, before you know it, you've given up almost all of it, but you've done it just a penny here and a penny there.
We shed the British off for 3% sales tax. Think about that.
Somebody else's tea needs thrown in the freaking bay.
Maybe it'd be Joe Biden's tea. So Joe Biden, he took a lot of grief for not providing much support to Maui. But he came out today and he has pledged $700 per household for the Maui fire victims.
I heard he's going to do a bike-a-thon for it.
But he sent how much? That's funny. It was a delayed reaction. He will not be riding or participating. But how much did he just send to Ukraine?
I think
another 24 million.
Yeah, 24 million.
Screw you, can't. Screw him.
A million or billion?
Well, that's what I wasn't sure of.
Sure, it ain't 24 million.
No, it's
that's pocket change.
No, it's been like 113 billion that he's sent over so far.
I thought it was 200 billion more. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But either way, you send people in Hawaii $700. Sorry, you lost your house.
Well, you know what?
$700.
Hunter did leave his nose candy in the White House. He needed some more, so they were probably sending over some more.
Well,
money.
Gary had a good point. He's not here, but when you filter all your election fraud through a certain country, then you got to pay. Got to pay.
Oh, I was wrong. You're right. He sent $40 billion in emergency funds to the Ukraine, but the Hawaiian people get. I'm gonna tell you because I heard it this morning.
I did too.
Yeah. So, of the 113 billion that we've sent to the Ukraine, every resident of the Ukraine, man, woman, and child, regardless of age, is $2,500 per person that has been sent over to the Ukraine.
Meanwhile, Hawaii gets $700.
Congratulations, Hawaii.
$700.
So, does this play into the whole conspiracy theory that part of this thing was a setup so people could buy land? Because have y'all seen the burn path of this fire?
Yeah.
That's really suspicious.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people waiting to buy.
I've never seen a fire.
Well,
at least it makes a good point, though. Now, if the fires in California, we didn't send any money to those people. So why? But the thing is, if we're sending money outside of the country,
yes,
I agree with the point. But also, 100 people died in Hawaii. I think it was more devastating in Hawaii than it was California.
It's 100 and something this morning.
Is it? Yeah,
and there's still 1,300 unaccounted for.
Yeah,
yeah. So there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, they go into the ocean.
And how much more populated is Hawaii per square foot, probably, square mile, however you want to say, than California?
Both can be square.
California's got a lot of just
now,
empty open land too.
I did see an influencer. There was a lady, I think it was on her Instagram. She was living on a boat out in the bay there in front of Luhana. I guess the city was completely burned. And I kept thinking to myself, why couldn't she just sail away? But she stayed there and then went live complaining about all the ashes landed on her boat and how she barely survived. Now, look, folks.
That's similar. I heard about a guy that lived in a van down by the river.
Did he make it?
No, he did not.
He did not.
No,
He
he
didn't
hadn't. He
make it.
absolutely didn't. He took way too much cocaine. Way too many hookers.
That's a powerful drug. Cocaine's
Chris
powerful.
Farley.
Hell of a drug.
Ah,
A hell of a drug.
that is a fair comment about California, though.
No, it is. I mean,
Still, though, we shouldn't. Can we stop sending money to Ukraine now?
I agree.
If
No,
we're going to
we
fight
won't.
a war, let's go.
We're a long way from it.
If we're going to fight a war, let's go fight it. If we're not, let's just quit sending money over there.
All right, let's get off politics for a minute. What kind of politics? A female powerlifter rails against a trans competitor, Anna
that.
Andreas,
Is this Canada?
that's 40 years old, saying it's bodies that play sports, not identities, after she smashed the female record during the championship.
Was this the
Yep, it was
Clean
Canadian.
jerk or whatever?
April Hutchinson, a powerlifter from Canadian Powerlifting Union, criticized the decision to allow Andreas to compete as being completely unfair. 5 kgs across the squat, bench, and deadlift. That's 200 kilos more than her closest opponent.
Who?
the dude? Yeah, I mean,
Well, essentially,
yeah.
yes.
A 40-year-old trans woman set the all-time record at the Canadian Powerlifting Union's 2023 Western Canadian
And
Championship.
and
So a
then
40-year-old guy.
and then she had the balls to sit down and complain to. She had the balls to sit there and complain about how poor the state of women's weightlifting is.
You're
Hey, that's
you're
true,
like
Lisa.
a modern-day George Carlin. You're
I
so
am.
funny.
I'm just,
Yeah, you're going to start
Look,
smashing
so
watermelons.
Did y'all see
No,
the-
when George
that,
Carlin.
no, that was Gallagher.
Gallagher. Yeah.
Sounds like we need to practice our powerlifting game. We could be a world champion powerlifter. with
Dude,
not
I blow
much
an
effort.
I blow an O-ring in about 30 seconds. Probably.
You only have to identify. You don't even have to change.
Yeah, but I'd have a roid pop up probably first time I try to pick up 200 pounds. But did y'all see the interview with what's old Cajun dude we like so much, Theo Vaughn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
was
like
with Roseanne Barr. Roseanne Barr was talking
Oh,
about transgenders, and she said it's just not ladylike for women to pull their penises out.
Oh, yeah. I saw it.
Theo Vaughn can say almost anything and get away with it.
Hey, did you hear Sarah Silverman's in trouble?
No, I haven't.
She made a racial joke that did not go over well.
I don't even know who
I
that
thought
is.
that when you were that far left, you could say anything.
I did too, but apparently not, because she made the comment. She said, "I feel like that if blacks had been in Germany, we wouldn't have went through the Holocaust." She's saying that another group of people would have been in the Holocaust, not Jews.
Oh, my.
Yeah, the
What?
joke didn't land well.
No. Is it even a joke?
That was the thing. I mean, it wasn't even funny. Now she delivered it better than I did, but it really wasn't a bunch of a joke.
I mean, there's a bunch of like
Yeah, that's just like a critical observation. That's not really a joke.
all right.
Yeah,
We got a lot of dead air tonight.
Yeah, we do.
All right, another story. For months, a Texas woman's ex-boyfriend spread intimate images of her across various corners of the internet. She claimed in a lawsuit filed against him last year, he created a website, publicly accessible Dropbox folder, fake social media profiles to disseminate the photos. Well, a jury has just come to a conclusion, and they have awarded this young lady $1.2 billion. Now, I'm not sure where this fella's supposed to get that from, but
So
that's a lot of money.
So I heard a lot of on
Probably
the story.
sued sites and stuff.
So no, he owned the site. He started the
Oh,
site.
he did. Oh,
Did he make that much money off of her?
I don't know how it's set up, but so it seems like a lot of
That
money.
seemed like a lot of money.
A lot. Of
So here's the story, though. They broke up, divorced, whatever it was. He set up or hacked into camera,
little voyeurism.
Oh, my.
and then
Was he live streaming?
I guess.
Wow.
So I mean, that right there was why the jury awarded her so much money, because it went beyond like her sending him a sex tape and him just putting it.
And
on.
it appears she made several reports to law enforcement, and they did nothing about it.
Oh, that'd be the next people I
that'll,
see.
that'll be the next one right there. That's voyeurism. I mean, you can't do that. Plus, it probably breaks all kinds.
She only
of,
asked for $100
computer
million, and they
crimes.
gave $1 billion. Look, the dude probably got $5,000 tops, and
Oh,
anything over like $50,000, and I can't pay that.
I'll leave all names out of it to protect the innocent. But there was a business in Jonesboro that I used to not work at, but I would do work at, and
They record your penis.
probably so apparently, because they had cameras all over the restrooms.
Wow.
Did they record me too?
No, you wouldn't. I don't think you ever worked there.
That Zoom ain't strong enough.
Nope.
Where? Oh, you can't say where.
Yeah, I don't want to say, but they work on small engines anyway.
I just feel like we need Gary tonight. We feel like we're missing.
Yeah, no, it's we miss Gary.
So, New York has a serious rat problem. Let me see if I can get this video playing. This
Yeah, you confused me. You said
this lady made the claim that we've had rats the size of Crocs just run up and down the street, said Ruth McDaniels, the president of her local tenants association in Harlem.
Is that crocodiles or shoes?
I think she meant shoes, but still, that's pretty good size.
That'd be a big ass rat.
That's a little rat.
I'm looking at T's Crocs, and that's a massive rat.
Yeah.
Well, T's Crocs ain't normal size. They're like size 18.
They are. They're as big as they come.
I've
seen some rats.
Has anybody been to New York? I never have.
Never have. I've been to New Jersey.
Charlie went. She told me she has never felt safer than when she was in New York. She said she never felt.
She didn't go to Harlem.
That's because
she didn't go to Harlem.
That's because everybody there is loud like she is.
Yeah.
She's
amongst her people. Yeah. But she said she never felt threatened at all. Of course, I mean, she don't feel threatened very much.
Alyssa says she's been many times to New York. Do you ever feel threatened while you're there, Alyssa? Another story. North Korea. You remember the story about the soldier, Private King? Travis King ran across the military.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Was I the only one that thought that was a white guy?
Probably.
That just sounds like something we would do. That's some dumb shit white people do.
Yeah. So, no, it was a black fella, but he ran across the border in North Korea, and they're using this as a propaganda term. They said that he ran across because he resented the inhuman maltreatment and racial discrimination that occurred in the army.
Well, he's fixing to get a good old helping of.
Oh, he's probably a king over there. They're going to use him as
he's a king.
Oh, is he still there?
I don't think he ever came back.
He ain't very fast.
No, they caught him. You might have been out of that story.
They turned him loose or not.
Yeah, they caught him.
I remember, but that's what I'm saying. He ain't very fast. Shoot.
Yeah, he didn't go far before they caught him.
Like I said, I sure thought that was a white guy. And I saw the picture. I was like, that dude's not white.
What do you think he thought when he ran over there playing?
Well, see, he had served some time in the locked up, and then he told his family that he experienced racism in the army. They also said his mental health appeared to have declined after he spent time in South Korea in jail. Look, they'll treat it if he'll go over and sing the song they want him to sing. They'll keep him. They'll put him up big time. They'll feed him right.
I bet you he gets to meet the worm.
Oh yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, him and Dennis Rodman get to hang out.
Only if the CIA allows it.
He probably Kim Jong probably makes him play basketball for him.
Probably.
So
this guy was accused of some kind of violent crime, wasn't he?
Said you got to flick the wrist. Flick the wrist.
Oh, he has received the National Defense Service Medal from North Korea. The Korean Defense Service Medal and the Overseas Service Ribbon.
Overseas Service Ribbon?
Yeah. He was a cavalry scout at Camp Boniface in northwestern South Korea near the Korean demilitarized zone.
I wondered how much racism he actually saw, or is this just a claim?
No, some of the Asian communities can be extremely racist.
Well, that's but that's a them issue. That's not an us issue. That's not a U.S. military.
Yeah, I don't know. But Jamie, I got another story about probably your most favorite plate of potatoes.
Oh, Lizzo!
Lizzo's scandal keeps getting worse. She may face
like
6 more plaintiffs.
Hash browns. I was trying to figure it out.
In the past 2 weeks, allegations have risen against Lizzo as a consequence of the legal action brought by her dancers. Now, even more of her personnel are predicted to join a lawsuit. Of course they are. If they think they're going to be settled out with some money, of course they're going to join the lawsuit.
Yeah, that's from the whole banana and.
Yeah,
there's several stories coming out about it, but yeah.
Look, I ain't gonna let nobody that's built like the penguin tell me to eat a banana out of somebody. That just ain't happening.
Don't disrespect the penguin.
So
she's built like the penguin.
If you were to find out,
her and Danny DeVito have the same body type.
That even after hours, that it was sexually charged environment with drugs and alcohol,
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, exactly. What did they think this was? They perform on stage like that and talk about things they talk about, and then they play the flute and go to church?
I mean, yeah, but on the same note, you shouldn't be required to be to go out and do sexually explicit things to work.
Yes. But they also had, Alyssa said, they had the right to quit too. They do.
That is, I mean, I guess that's true, but
That's the right to sue.
yeah, they have that right too.
So I'd go with the one that got me the most money.
Pretty sure that's not in their
So-
job description.
Yeah.
Along the terms of Joe Biden, I should talk about this with Joe Biden. A man was arrested after being filmed sniffing women from behind at a California bookstore. So he was pulling the old Joe Biden. He's walking up to women in line to check out,
Just
getting that
sniff
deep
a
down
sniff.
body sniff.
doing the sniff test.
Michael Witter, who has been filming, Michaela, who has been filming himself going on 10 solo dates for TikTok, accidentally captured the prolific stalker. On day 20 of her self-love journey, Witter visited a Barnes & Noble bookstore in Burbank where she had a strange encounter with a man, which is named Khalees Crowder, who appeared to be smelling her from behind.
She's getting loud over Crowder.
Dude,
So she
So-
was recording solo dates.
I guess.
That's
But-
That whole story makes no sense
Yeah,
to me.
that-
Now I'm lost.
yeah, but people will watch it. They watch us even. So
That's
they'll
right.
watch
Good
anything.
point. She was recording herself going on dates by herself. Is that what I heard?
I don't know. Would you feel popular
Yeah.
though if somebody was smelling you at a Barnes and Noble?
I didn't know they still had Barnes and Nobles anyway. Where did they find this one at?
I still got those.
How do you know
There
they
aren't
sniff?
many. That's for damn
I
sure.
mean,
Books a Million.
I mean, do they hear him sniffing? I mean, how do you catch
So
somebody sniffing?
Alyssa
Dude,
said,
he could
"Boys, if someone come up sniffing me from behind, I don't know. Would you like it? I wouldn't mind somebody sniffing me. I'd be like, do I stink
oh, they'd regret it. I might crop dust them.
on purpose? Yeah,
Yeah, sure, on purpose.
that's exactly right.
I got to walk in farce these days, man. That's just
They're terrible.
You want to snort a line of this back sweat?
I ran across an article, and look, I know I'm everywhere tonight, but I can't help it. I'm a little.
that's all right. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week
Has
already. It's only Wednesday. Hey, did you guys ever watch them or heard of the movie The Human Centipede?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know how that's like one of the most gruesome, terrible movies I've ever
You
heard.
know why I know what that movie's about?
Why?
Because South Park.
Oh, Marty, are you familiar with Human Centipede? I didn't figure.
never
you were.
heard of it.
Okay, so it's about this psycho who, what he like, lures people to his house. I didn't actually. Tried to watch a little bit of it.
I can tell you what it is on South Park. I don't know what the real movie is.
What is it on?
He
South
sews
Park?
people's butts to their mouths, and they make a human centipede.
No, he sews other people's butt to their
Yeah,
mouth.
to their mouth. So like food passes through 3 or
Oh
4
hell
times.
no!
Well, there's another movie that may be more
It's
traumatizing.
like so I got to tell Donnie, so on South Park, these are the people who clicked agree on the
Exactly,
on the
Crystal.
iTunes
Watch me
thing without reading it.
yeah, exactly.
Without reading the iTunes.
Without yeah. There's another movie that I'd not heard of, and I saw this article. I was like, oh my gosh. And it's called Tusk. Did you watch that one, Jamie?
I hadn't seen that one.
So the reason it caught my eye, because it's about a podcaster who travels to meet a recluse. And this dude's also a psychopath, and he converts this guy to a walrus because when he was a kid or younger, that the walrus saved him, but he killed the walrus after, and he felt guilty. So he converts people, changes them into walruses.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I hadn't watched the movie, but it's weird as shit.
Who sat around and thought of
How
this?
do you convert a human to a walrus?
I don't
do you
know.
sit around and
I don't
think
know.
of
Can
this?
I
Hey,
play?
according
Can
to
I get
50 First Dates, they have the
Here,
biggest
I can-
penis in the.
I think I
animal
can
kingdom.
show. Here's what it looks like. That's what the walrus
can't
looks
see
like.
We ain't on TV.
Oh, we're not on TV. Where we go?
51st Dates is a great,
That is a great
great
movie.
movie.
Yeah, that was good.
Let's see the Tusk.
I'm trying. I'm having
So-
technical difficulties.
You do this, and I'll talk about a movie that I saw that I haven't seen, but I kind of want to see, but it's real disturbing.
Yeah.
So, a guy, I don't know the whole gist of it, but apparently a guy, I don't know if he rapes his daughter or
Dang, I
accidentally
think
kills
this is
his
worse
daughter.
than the Tusk one I'm just talking about.
So he kidnaps this guy and then
There it is.
does a sex change on him.
There you go.
So there's
Man,
the
come
Tusk.
on.
And look,
It's
here's,
Lizzo. What's Lizzo doing up there?
so
That's
dang,
that's
Jamie.
Humpty Dumpty, dude.
Oh, look, here's another picture. Because look, apparently I'm gonna ruin it for you. So if y'all want to watch this crazy ass movie,
Nobody's watching
I'm gonna ruin it for you. But in the end, his friends save him and turn him into the zoo, and he spends the rest of his days as a walrus.
No, man.
Okay, I thought they saved him. Look, if y'all save me, throw me into his pool.
So he had to have a dentist that didn't make it, and he's got dude putting tusk in folks.
Look, I just happened across this. Those are two of the strangest movies
That's
I've
just
ever
a
heard
sign. I
of.
don't even like understand the Walrus movie.
Well,
I almost, but the bad.
But you're
thing
going
is
to watch
I
it, aren't
have-
you?
No, the bad thing
I
is
will.
I'm
I'll watch
Watch
it.
it.
I will too. I'll watch it just
I
because.
halfway understand the centipede point. I don't understand the walrus thing at all.
So look, there's actually a Human Centipede 2. Also, that's
Man, I ain't watching none of that.
He made a second one.
more
That makes
centipede.
more centipede. It's probably millipede.
It's called Centipie.
Look,
Back for more.
look, I advise everybody to go watch the one on South Park, but the Asian guy is at the front of the. He's at the front, and Kyle is behind him, and he said, "Oh, Kyle, I'm so hungry. What should I eat? Vanilla paste or cuttlefish?" And of course, Kyle bows to his butt. He says, "Vanilla paste, vanilla paste." He says, "Oh, cuttlefish, okay."
Because he's about to get
Oh,
seconds.
Lord.
Yeah,
That's
seconds of cuttlefish will be. I mean, that sounds terrible on the front.
Seconds of vanilla paste sounds bad.
Well, if you had to choose, I mean,
I guess. Shoot. Guess we had no
which
choice.
which one are you choosing?
Definitely vanilla paste. Yeah.
I'm like, you can't drink some water, just
Fried rice, something.
fry it. No, I'd say fill up on water, dude.
Oh yeah, just drink.
Just fill up on water.
That's terrible. I'll never watch that.
I tear myself.
You need to
from
watch
the
it
part
just
of the
to see.
person.
No.
That's terrible.
I'm good. I believe y'all.
What did I watch the other day? Look, I did finally sit down and watch. What was the Christmas movie? Violent Night.
Oh, that's good.
It was really good.
Yeah, that's an instant classic.
How do you?
It's my new favorite Christmas movie.
I can't get over this centipede and walrus movie. Like, how do you even pitch this to get people to fund it?
That's just it. It had actually good actors too. Haley Joel Osment. I think it had Jake Gyllenhaal. Maybe it was kind of like weird.
The guy's like,
where did
look,
this
hear
come
me
from?
out. We kidnap a guy, we make him a walrus.
Jake Gyllenhaal was in Tusk.
I think that's what they said.
Y'all seen the movie Pit? Where like they're in prison and a table of food comes down and you eat off of it.
Yes. Now that's
That's a weird movie. It's
That's
good.
interesting.
It is a good movie.
But that
It
sounds
is.
like an interesting concept, right?
Yeah, so like everybody's in prison, and the higher you are, the better the food is, and the table goes down, and
The Pit too has the centipede in it. It comes.
I haven't watched it, but I heard. about
Alyssa
that
said,
one.
if you watch these movies, I hate to see your For Your Pleasure list on
oh,
Netflix.
it's
It could be
yeah,
terrible. I got another article here. This is interesting. A guy lists his requirements for any potential girlfriends. You know, we talked about, oh gosh, it was a guy we talked about, had his girlfriend that came into the Noah.
Oh, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, that was it. So check out the demands.
But
this
Noah
guy
had his wife in a
had.
boat.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Boy, it's been a rough day. So check out this guy. So he wants 5'6" or below, blue-green eyes. Isn't too confident and self-secure, so he willingly will cook. No male friends. Will not talk back. Will not talk back during disagreement.
Look, my wife ain't hit nothing on that list.
18 or above. She hit that one. Will give
Okay.
me 5 sons. Good relationship with her dad. No smoking or vaping. Well, Charlie is definitely not on this list.
She has a good relationship with her dad.
Yeah, will wear sensible clothing, which means no flares or leggings. Doesn't have celebrity crushes. Will dresses the way I tell her. No tattoos. Will dye her hair and nails. Doesn't post herself on social media. No post-trauma or unhealing. Isn't career or degree focused. Doesn't go to concerts. Doesn't go to the gym, but does work out and can follow directions. I
Look,
think
if
it's-
he
This
wa-
is the dude that makes a walrus person.
If he wants to be gay, just be gay.
no,
Yeah,
this
that's one of them
mail
weird
order
people.
bride from Asia.
They ain't gonna hit none of that. Either.
No, but they'll say they will.
Look, if he
They'll
likes
say they
men,
will.
if he likes men, just
Bro.
go ahead and be gay. Ain't nobody judging you.
You ever
Oh,
met
Lisa said let him have it. If
I've never
he's
met
manifesting. That's a good
I've
point.
Never met an unconfident gay guy. They all confident.
That's interesting.
Try to
He
think.
said no confidence, man. You can't have too high confidence. My wife fit one
is
under
for a
5'6".
woman.
Yeah, well, Charlie's
Don't
under
talk
5'6",
back.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Don't talk back.
yeah. No, Charlie talking back to me, and she ain't in the room with me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
she's
gonna
talking back
say-
to you right now.
Somebody go tell my wife don't talk back. See what happens.
Yeah, tell mine that too.
Exactly.
Oh, mate,
We all know who runs our house.
me. When I'm by myself, always home.
Yeah. All right. What else you guys got tonight?
Hey, you know what? Let's do this.
All right, let's do this.
So I know we struggle when we talk about sports, but let's talk about sports for a second.
Okay.
We Arkansas.
Everybody just left.
Yeah, Arkansas had another loss this week.
Yeah, that's not race sport. We can talk about that.
Yep. So the late great Alex Collins, 28 years old. That's the second.
That's Monday night when he died in the motorcycle.
Sunday night.
Died in a motorcycle
That's
accident.
the second Razorback we've lost in
A month?
2 months.
It's pretty sad. And then you almost
Young
lost. Dadgummit.
That's actually the third Razorback. We had that boy that was committed to Arkansas out of Memphis.
Out of Memphis.
yeah. What's dude's name that saved his kids or whatever and almost died?
Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, same thing. Almost same thing.
Oh,
And look, I didn't
Hillis.
realize. I had to go back and look. I didn't even realize Ryan Mallett and Alex Collins played together at Baltimore. They had,
didn't realize that
2017. They had one season together.
Hillary Clinton got stock in Baltimore Ravens.
Man,
All I know
part
is,
owner.
look, when Trump
Man.
checks into the jail next week, they better look out.
Dude, his commissary gonna be stacked though. He's gonna be like, "What you want?" He's gonna be like, "I'll take it
This'll
all."
be the
and then
greatest.
He'll be selling it.
It'll be the greatest jail ever. When we get there.
I make the best GGs ever.
Yeah.
He'll be on there. He'll be like bussing.
Hey, look, we may be on the patio going live in a minute, but we're about to end the
look,
show
guys.
for tonight. So check us out. Go like us. We got to get that way. So if you're listening or on YouTube, all two of you, go hit the like button, subscribe. TikTok, go subscribe. Go find us on YouTube and subscribe. The podcast itself will actually be out in the morning. It's just we play what we did here live. Hey, look, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We got a few parting words.
Me?
Marty, you go first.
We can't see.
All right, I'm just waiting on the day that Gary and Hog will come back.
Maybe they're together. Maybe they're together.
Maybe they're gonna come back.
DW.
They're gonna come back and tag like a mini cinema.
DW showing off that sexy hair over there. What's up, DW?
Thanks, Alyssa. She's been here
Every time.
Thanks for watching, Liz.
Oh, look, Brad left YouTube and went over to TikTok watching. Hey, Gary. What you got to say, Gary? Everybody loves one another. Oh, hell, I can't even find Jamie. There you go, Jamie.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. It's a little choppy night, but thanks.
a rough night.
Glad you was here.
There you are. Red face.
Outlaw.